At this rate, nobody's going to win this game, although some have had plenty of fun already.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's hear what the men have to say concerning the contest so far.
Just when I thought everything was going to be great, we're just getting started. Now they're throwing curveballs at us already.
Women, who needs them? I mean, it's hard enough to live with them, and that's going to be pretty much easy to live without them.
Oh my gosh. Princess. She's incredible. And frustrating. And irritating. And I can't get her out of my mind. I can't stop thinking about her.
Well, as it comes to my friends are, they're good people. I mean, three guys I hang out with the most, love them. I love them. They're my brothers. My brothers in arms, We're brothers. I mean, not by blood, obviously, but we're brothers. I mean, let's see. Ferdinand, that guy is fantastic. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Good leader. Always kind of been somebody I've always loved to reel back. Kind of a blowhard. Talks a lot of stuff he talks about. He doesn't really know what he's talking about. Monadol, quiet. Kind of his own little creepy will. Very creepy, but a nice guy and an excellent, excellent singer. What a lovely singing voice that man has. And then there's Dumaine.
If I had one wish, just one simple wish, it would be that Barone would stop talking for more than 30 seconds. The man doesn't know how to stop. He just keeps going and going and going.
The king is hunting a deer. I'm coursing myself. They pitched a toil, I am toiling in a pitch that defiles. Well, set thee down, sorrow, so says the fool. So say I, and I the fool. Oh, well-proved wit on my side, sweet lord. This love is as mad as Ajax. It kills sheep, it kills me, and I the sheep. Oh, well-proved again, wit on my side. I will not love. I will not. Hang me if I do, I will not. Oh, but her eye. And by this light but for her eye, no! I will not love her for her one eye. I will not love her for her one eye. But yes, for her two eyes. Yeah! I do nothing but lie in my throat. And it have taught me to rhyme and be melancholy. Oh, here's part of my rhyme, and here's my melancholy. The lady hath won my sonnets already. The clown bore it, the fool sent it, the lady hath it. Oh, sweet clown, sweeter fool, sweeter lady. I would not give a pin if the other three were it. Here is one with a paper. May God give him grace to groan.
I am me!
You've been shot under the black pad with this. Hey, what am I doing? In faith, secrets.
So sweet a kiss the golden sun gives not to the fresh morning drops upon the rose, as thy eye beams, when their fresh rays have smote the dew of night that down my cheek doth flow. Nor shines the silver moon half so bright through the transparent bosom of the deep, as doth thy face through tears of mine give light. Thou shinest in every drop of tear that I do weep. No drop but as a coach doth carry thee, so ridest thou triumphing in my woe. Do but behold the tears that swell in me, and they thy glory in my grief will show. But do not love thyself, then thou wilt keep my tears as glasses, and still make me weep. Oh, Queen of queens, how doth thou excel? No thought can think, nor tongue of mortal tell.
Another fool in thy likeness to appear!
I am forsworn.
He comes in like a perjurer wearing papers!
In love, I hope, sweet fellowship and shame.
One brother cost me another fight for me!
Am I the first that have been perjured so?
Nay! Not by the two that I know. Oh, the triumvirate, the corner cap of society. Oh, the shape of love's tightbird, the hang-up in simplicity.
I fear these stubborn minds lack power to move. Oh, sweet Maria, empress of my
These
love!
are gods and wonders, and Cupid's hoes.
The same shall go.
Disfigure not the slop.
Did not the heavenly rod of thine eye, gainst whom the world cannot hold argument, persuade my heart to this false perjury? Vows for thee broke deserve not punishment. A woman I forswore, but I will prove, thou being a goddess, I forswore not thee. My vow is earthly, though a heavenly love. Thy grace being gained, cures all disgrace in me. Vows are but breath, and breath a vapor is. Then thou, fair sun, which on my earth does shine, exhalest this vapor vow, in thee it is. If broken then, it is no fault of mine. If by me broke, what fool is not so wise, to lose an oath, to win a paradise?
Paradise, really? This is the liver vein that makes a green goose a goddess, a flesh a deity, pure idolatry. Oh, God, men, that's God, amen. We are much too out the way. All things hid, like an old infant play. Oh, here I sit in the sky, like a demigod. Oh, 3 sacks to the mill, I've had my wish. Oh, to be transformed, 4 woodcocks in a dish. Oh, most divine Kate! Oh, most profane coxcomb! By heaven, the wonder in a mortal eye! She is not corporal, therein you lie! Oh, her amber-haired fowl hath amber quoted, and amber-colored raven hath been noted. As fair as day. Aye, on some days, but then the sun must not shine. As upright as the cedar. I stoop, I say, her shoulders will child. Oh, that I had my wish. That I had mine.
I mine too, good lord.
Oh, that I had mine, is that not a good word?
I would forget her, but a fever she reigns in my blood and will remember me. Oh.
Fever in my blood. Well, incisions will let her out in saucers.
No, wait, I'll go. Once more, I shall recite the ode to me in his writ.
On a day, like whose month is ever May, spied a blossom passing fair, playing in the wanton air. Through the velvet leaves the wind, all unseen can passage find. But the lover, sick to death, wish himself the heaven's breath. Air, quoth he, that I might go, air, that I might triumph so. But alack, I am forsworn, never to pluck thee from thy thorn. Thou, alack, for youth unmeet, youth so apt to pluck a sweet. Do not call it sin in me, that I am forsworn for thee. Thou for whom Jove would swear Juno but an Ethiop were, and deny himself for Jove, turning mortal for thy love. Oh, this will I send, and something plainer too, that shall express my true love's fasting pain. Oh, that the king and Longaville and Baron were lovers too. Ill to example, ill.
would write from my forehead a perjured note, for none offend, we're all alike, do dote.
Dumaine, thy love is far from charity. You may look pale, but I should blush, being o'erheard and taken nap in so.
Come, sir, you blush? As your case is such. You chided him, offending twice as much. You do not love Maria? Longer vile, never did sonnet for her sake compile, nor lay his wreathed arms athwart to keep his loving breast down against his heart. I heard your rhymes, observed your fashion, saw sighs reek from you, and noted well your passion. I mean, says one. Oh, Jove, the other cries. One, her hairs were gold crystals, the other's eyes. You would for paradise break faith and troth, and Jove, for your love, infringe an oath. What doth Barreau say when that he did hear? Faith so infringed with such zeal did swear. For all the wealth that ever I did see, I would not have them know so much by me,
Now step I forth to whip hypocrisy. Good grace, what good heart, what grace hast thou thus to reprove these worms for loving that art most in love? Your eyes make no approaches in your tears. There is no certain princess. Do not be perjured. 'Tis a hateful thing. Push, like minstrels of sonneting. Are you not ashamed? Nay, you are not. Are the three of you so much to be overshot? Your moat did see, your king, your moat did see, but I of being found one in each of three. Oh, what scenes of foolery have I seen, of sighs, of groans, and of teen. Oh, with what strict patience have I sat to see a king transformed into a gnat, a mighty Hercules attuned to a gig, a profound Solomon whipping a jig, a Nestor playing pushpin with the boys, a critic timing laughs at idle toys. Where is thy grief, good Dumaine, and thy gentle Longueville? Where is thy pain, and where is my lord so full of breast? God, no.
Too bitter is thy jest. Are we thus betrayed to thy overview?
Not you by me, but I betrayed by you. I that am honest. I that hold it sin to break the vow that he's engaged in. I am betrayed by being in the company of men of such inconstancy. When have you seen me groan for love? Or spend a minute's time including me? When have you seen me raise a hand, a foot, a face, a brow, and on the breast?
But soft, whither away so fast? Thief or good man then? Gallop so.
I post from love. Sweet lovers, let me go.
God bless the king.
What present hast thou there?
Some certain treason, Lord.
What makes treason here?
Nay, treason makes nothing.
Well, if it mar nothing neither, then you and treason go away in peace together.
I beseech your grace, let this letter be read. Our parson misdoubts it. 'Twas treason, she said.
My lord Barreau, read it o'er.
Yes!
Where hast thou it?
Of Custard.
Where hast thou it?
Oh, Dun Adramadio. Dun Adramadio.
How now? What is in it? Why dost thou tear it?
It did move him to passion, therefore let's hear it.
Yes.
Drop it. Drop it.
Oh, come on. It is Barreau's writing and has his name on it.
If love make me forsworn, how can I forsworn, to thee all things.
You, horse and loggerhead, you were born to do me shame. Guilty, my lord, guilty! I confess! That you three fools lack me full to make up the mess that he and you and I are pick purses in love, and we deserve to die. Now dismiss this company, I will tell you more. Now the number is even. We are 4. Now will these turtles be gone?
Hence, sirs, away.
Walk aside, the true folk, and let the traitors stay.
Sweet lords! Sweet lovers! As true as we are flesh and blood, the sea will ebb and flow. We must not cross the cause to why we are born. Young blood must not obey old decree, and therefore, by all hands, we are forsworn.
What? Do these rent lines show some love of thine?
Did they quoth you? Who looks at the heavenly Rosaline like a rude shut up! Like a rude, savage man of India at the rise of the gorgeous East, bows not his vassal head, and is struck blind, kisses the ground with obedient breast. What purgatory eagle-sighted eye dares look upon her brow and is not blinded by her majesty?
What zeal, what fury hath inspired thee now? My love, her mistress, is a gracious moon.
Oh.
She, an attending star, scarce seen a light.
Oh! But my eyes are not my eyes, nor I barometer my love. Day would turn to night, and of all complexions of cold sovereignty, do me this fair in her fair cheek. Lend me the flourish of all gentle tongues, by painted rhetoric, she needs it not. To a thing of sailor's praise belongs. Oh, a withered hermit, 5 scores winters worn, would shake off 50, just looking in her eyes. Beauty to varnish of age, and holds the cradle in its infancy. Therefore, the sun must make all things shine.
Thy love is black as ebony.
Is ebony like her? Oh, wood divine! A wife of such would be felicity. Who can swear an oath? Where is thy book that I may swear beauty doth beauty lack? And do when she learns not to look in her eye, do me as a face so fair that is not so full black.
Oh, paradox. Black is the hue of dungeons. Or the color of hell, and the suit of night. And beauty becomes the heavens as well.
Devils, soonest tempt resembling spirits of light. And if black be the color that my lady's brow be decked, she mourns painting and usurping of hair, the ravishes doters full of false aspect. Therefore she was made to make black fair. She changes the fashion of the days. The native blood hath been noted in painting, thus the color red to avoid dispraise, paints her brow black to imitate Rosaline's brow.
Oh, to look like her, our chimney sweeper's black.
And since her time, our colliers counted bright.
And Ethiopians of that sweet complexion crack.
Dark needs no light, for dark is light.
Your ladies dare not not come out in the rain in fear of losing their colors.
'Twas good yours did, for to tell you plain, sir, I'd find a fairer face not washed.
I will
today.
prove her fair, or I will talk till doomsday here.
I've never heard man hold vile stuff so dear.
Look, here is thy love. My foot and her face see.
Oh, if the street were paved with thine eyes, the foot would be much too dainty for such tread. Oh, vile.
I thought the sidewalk see it. She walked overhead.
Come. But are we not all in love?
I, therefore, all forsworn.
Then hence, good Baron. Hence. Hence, good Baron. And find our loving lawful, and our faith not torn.
Aye, marry there. Some
Flattery for this evil? Oh, some authority. How to proceed? Some tricks, some quillets? How to cheat the devil?
and some salve for perjury.
'Tis more than need. Have at you then, affection's men at arms. Consider what we first did swear unto. Huh? To study, to fast, and see no women. Flat treason against the kingly state of youth. And tell me, can you fast? Well, abstinence engenders the maladies. And your stomachs are too young. And where each of you have vowed to study, and that each of you have forsworn his book, can you dream and pore, and thereon look? From a woman's eyes, this doctrine I devise. They are the books. They are the ground. They are the academe that spits true Promethean fire. And by not looking on a woman's face, you have forsworn the use of your eyes. Is there any author in the world that can write and teach about the beauty of a woman's face? And when that rears its ugly head, love is more soft and more sensible, like the gentle horns of cockled snails. And when love speaks in the voice of all the gods, it makes the heavens drowsy with harmony.
Then take you and soldiers to the field!
Advance your standards, men, we will pell-mell them down.
Now plain dealings. Lay these glosses by. Shall we resolve to woo these girls of France?
And win them. Therefore, let us devise some entertainment for them in their tents.
Our copper will buy no greater treasure.
Well, it looks like the king's oath may not only have been broken, but abandoned by more than a few of our contestants.
There's not much evidence of study, that's for sure.
The members of the court have had their dinner and are about to relax and release in the king's study, where some of tonight's antics will be planned.
And some will be unplanned.
Here are the scholars of our show. Let's listen in.
Satis quod sufficit.
I thank God for you, sir. Your reasons at dinner were sharp and sententious. Pleasant without scurrility, witty without affection, audacious without impudency, learned without opinion, and strange without heresy. I did converse this quantum day with a companion of the king's, who is in titular nominated or called Don Adriano de Armado.
Navi hominem tonquonte. His humor is lofty, his discourse peremptory, his tongue filed, his eye ambitious, his gait majestical, and his general behavior vain, ridiculous, and rhetorical. He is too spruce, too affected, too odd, as it were, too peregrinic, as I may call it.
A singular and choice epithet.
He draweth out the thread of his verbosity finer than the staple of his argument. I abhor such fantastical phantasms, such insociable and point-device companions, such crackers of orthography, as to say doubt fine when he should say doubt, debt when he should pronounce debt, D-E-B-T, not D-E-T. He cut in a half cough, half cough, Nebor vocator nibor, nay, abbreviated me. This is abominable, what he would say, abominable. An intelligence domine, it insinuated me of insane, to make frantic, lunatic.
Laus Deo bene intelligo.
Bon for bon Frisian, a little scratch.
Desne qui veni.
Gadeo et Gadeo.
Cheera!
Quaratura, not Sura.
Men of peace, well encountered.
Most military, sir. Salutation.
They have been at a great feast of languages and stolen the scraps.
They have long lived on the alms basket of words. I marvel that thy master hath not eaten thee for a word, for thou art not so long by the head as honorific abilitudinatibus. Thou art easier swallowed than a flapdragon.
Peace the peal begins.
Monsieur, are you not literate?
Yes, she teaches the boys the horn book. What does a beast spelled backward with a horn on its head?
Ba Parizia with a horn added.
Ba Parizia, the Swedish sheep. You hear her learning.
Keys thou consonant.
The third of 5 vowels if you repeat them, or the fifth if I.
I will repeat them. A, E, I.
And the other 2 concludes it. Oh, you!
Now by the salt wave of the Mediterranean, a sweet touch, a quick venue of wit, snip, snap, quick at home. It rejoiceth my intellect, true wit.
Offered by an old man to a child, which is wit old.
What is the figure? What is the figure?
Horns?
Thou disputest like an infant. Go whip thy dick.
Lend me your horns and I'll take one, and whip about the infamy. Sir, come, the whip of a cuckold's horn.
And I had but 1 penny in all the world, thou shouldst have it to buy gingerbread. Oh, hold, there is the very remuneration I had of thy master, thou penny purse of wit, thou pigeon egg of discretion. And the heavens were so pleased that thou wert but my bastard. What a joyous father thou would make of me. There, thou hast it. Go to, adds dunghill at the fingers' ends, as they say.
Oh, I smell false Latin. Dunghill for unguium.
Artsman, preambulate. We will be singled from the barbarous. Do you not educate youth at the charge house on top of the mountain?
Or mons the hill.
At your sweet pleasure, for the mountain.
I do sense question.
Sir, it is the king's most sweet pleasure and affection to congratulate the princess at her pavilion in the posteriors of this day, which the rude multitude call the afternoon.
The posterior of the day, most generous sir, is viable, congruent, and measurable for the afternoon. The word is well chosen, cold, sweet, and apt, I do assure you, sir. I do assure.
Sir, the king is a most valiant gentleman, and my familiar, I can assure ye, very good friend. For what is inward between us, let that pass. I do beseech thee, remember thy courtesy. I do beseech thee, apparel thy head, and among other important and most serious designs, great import indeed too, but let that pass. For I must tell thee, it pleaseth his greatness by the world sometime to lean upon my poor shoulder, and with his royal finger thus dally with my excrement, with my mustachio. But sweetheart, let that pass. By the world I recount no fables. Some certain special honors it pleaseth his greatness to impart to Armando. A soldier, a man of travel, have seen the world. But let that pass. The very all of all is, but sweetheart, I do implore secrecy. The king would have me present the princess, sweet Chuck, with some delightful ostentation. Or show, or pageant, or antique, or firework, or boom. Now, understanding that the curate and your good self are good at such eruptions and the sudden breaking out of mirth, as it were, I have acquainted you with all, to the end, to crave your assistance.
Sir, you shall present before her the 9 worthies. Sir, as concerning some entertainment of time, some showing the posterior of the day, to be rendered by our assistants at king's command before the princess, I say none so fit as to present the 9 worthies.
Sir, where will you find men worthy enough to present them?
Joshua yourself, myself, and this gallant, illustrious, and learned gentleman, Judas Maccabeus. The swain, because of his great limb or joint, shall pass Pompey the Great, and the page, Hercules.
Pardon, sir, error! He is not worthy enough for that worthy's thumb. He is not so much big as the end of his club.
Shall I have audience? He shall present Hercules in minority, and his enter and exit shall be strangling a snake, and I will have an apology for the purpose.
An excellent device, master, so if any of the audience were to hiss, you may cry, "Well done, Hercules, thou crushest the snake," which is the way to make an offense gracious, though you have the grace to do so.
For the rest of the worthies.
I will play 3 myself.
Oh, thrice worthy gentlemen.
May I tell you a thing?
We attend.
We will have, if this badge not, an antique. I beseech you, follow.
Be a goodman, Dole. Thou hast spoken no word all this while.
Nor understood none neither, sir.
Hello, what's this? It looks like we may have a show within the show. Who could have guessed?
We may even have a show within a show within the show, showing within it.
It seems the ladies have received some mystery gifts. They must have had a visit from the postman. Love letters? Surely the king's men can't be involved.
If not them, who's involved?
We'll answer that question and many more as we move into the final round of our show.
I'm expecting a big reveal in this round.
Maybe more than one.
Ladies, we shall be rich ere we depart, if fairies come thus plentifully in. A lady walled up in diamonds. Look you what I have from the loving king.
Came nothing else with that?
Nothing but this, yes, as much love and rhyme as will be crammed up in a sheet of paper. Written o'er both sides the leaf, margin and all, that he was fain to seal upon Cupid's name.
Oh, that was the way to make his godhead wax, for he had been 5,000 years a boy.
Aye, shrewd unhappy gallows too.
You'll ne'er be friends with him, I killed your sister.
He made her melancholy, sad, and heavy, and so she died. Had she been light, like you, of such a merry, nimble, stirring spirit, she might have been a grandam ere she died, and so may you. For a light heart lives long.
What's your dark meaning, mouse, of this light word?
A light condition in a beauty dark.
We need more light to find your meaning out.
Oh, you mar the light by taking it in snuff, therefore I'll darkly end the argument.
Look what you do. You do it still the dark.
So do not you, for you are a light wench.
Indeed, I win at you, and therefore light.
You weigh me not? Oh, that's you. Care not for me.
Great reason for past cure is still
there.
Well,
baby, both. A set of wits well played. But Rosaline, you've a favor too. Who sent it? What is it?
I would you knew, and if my face were as fair as yours, my favor were as great. May I have verses too, I think, Barone. The number's true, and for the numbering too. I am the fairest goddess on the ground. I'm compared to 20,000 fairs. Oh, he had drawn my picture in his letter.
Anything to like?
Much in the letters, nothing in the praise.
As beauteous as ink, a good conclusion.
Fairest text be in a copybook.
Where pencils, ho, let me not die your debtor. My randomonical, my golden letter. Oh, that your face were not so full of O's.
Oh, a pox of that jest, and I beshrew all shrows.
Catherine, what was sent to you from fair Dumaine, huh?
Madame, this glove.
Did not he send you twain?
Yes, madame. And moreover, some 1,000 verses of a faithful lover. Vilely compiled a huge translation of hypocrisy.
This and these pearls to me sent long ago. The letter is too long by half a mile.
I think no less. Dost thou not wish in your heart the chain were longer and the letter short?
Aye, or I would these hands might never part.
We are wise girls to mock our lovers so.
They are worse fools to purchase mocking so. That same Barone, I'll torture ere I go. If I knew he were in by the week, how I'd make him fawn, and beg, and seek him, and wait the seasons, and observe the time, and spend his prodigal wits in bootless rhymes, and shape his service wholly to my house, to make him proud, to make me proud, that jest. So perchance like would I sway his state, that he should be my fool, and I his fate.
None are so surely caught as they are cast, as wit turned fool. Folly in wisdom hatched hath wisdom's warrant, and help of school, and wit's own grace to grace a learned fool.
Oh, the blood of youth run with not such excess as gravity's revolt to wantonness.
Folly in fools bears not so strong note as foolery in the wise when wit doth dote, since all the power thereof it doth apply to prove by wit worth in simplicity.
Here comes Boyer, and mirth is in her face.
Oh, I am stabbed with laughter. Where's her grace?
Thy news, Boyer.
Prepare, madame, prepare. Arm which is arm, encounters mounted are against your peace. Love doth approach disguised, armed in arguments, you'll be surprised. Muster your wits, stand at your own defense, or hide your heads like cowards and fly hence.
Saint Denis, Saint Cupid, what are they that charge their breath against us? Say, scout, say.
Under the cool shade of the sycamore, I thought to close mine eyes some half an hour, when lo, to interrupt my purposed rest, toward that shade I might behold addressed the king and his companions. Warily, I stole into a neighbor thicket by, and overheard what you shall overhear. That by and by, disguised, they will be here.
Come in and visit us.
They do, and are apparelled thus like Muscovites or Russians, I guess. Their purpose is to parlay, to court, and to dance. And everyone his love feet will advance unto his several mistress, which they'll know by favors several which they did bestow.
Huh, and will they so? Well, the gallant shall be tasked, for, ladies, we shall every one of us be masked, and not a man of them shall have the grace, despite of suit, to see a lady's face. Rosaline, this favor thou shalt wear, and so the king will court thee for his dear. Take thou this, my sweet, and give me thine, so shall Barone take me for Rosaline. Change your favors too, so shall your loves woo, contrary, deceived by these removes.
Come on, where are the fevers most inside?
In this changing, what is your intent?
The effect of my intent is to cross theirs. They do it but in mocking merriment, and mock for mock is only my intent.
But shall we dance if they desire it?
No, we will not move a foot, nor to them their pen speech render we no grace, huh? But when each is spoke, each turn away her face.
Why, that contempt will kill the speaker's heart and quite divorce his memory from his part.
Therefore I do it. I make no doubt, the rest will ne'er come in, if he be out. There's no such sport as sport by sport or throne, to make their wills ours and ours none but our own. So shall we stay, mocking their intended game, and they well mocked depart away with shame.
The trumpet sound, be masked, the master's come.
But peace and gentle visitation.
What would they say then? Nothing but peace and gentle visitation.
Oh, why that they have, and bid them so be gone.
She says you have it, and you may be gone.
Sacred hair, we have measured many miles of bread and measure on this grass.
They say they have measured many miles to try a measure with you on this grass.
It is not so. Ask them how many inches are in 1 mile. If they have measured many, the measurement of one is easily told.
If to come hither you have measured many miles and many miles,
them by many weary steps.
She hears herself! How many weary steps you have, Aragon, are numbered in the travel of 1 mile.
Nothing. For we count nothing. For our duty is so rich, so infinite that we do it without a cause. Thus, vouchsafe, show your shining face so we may worship it like savages.
My face is but the moon and clouded too.
Ah, blessed are clouds who do such clouds do. Thus said, bright moon. Indeed, thy stars shine, those clouds remove upon our watery eyes.
Dance or music, soon. Not yet. Once I change like the moon.
Well, you're not the dance. How come you dance is strange?
You took the moon at full, but now she's changed.
Ah, still, she is the moon, and I am the man. The music plays, now thou say some motion to it.
Tramp! Our ears vouchsafe it.
Oh, but your legs should do it.
Since you are strangers and come here by chance, will not be nice. Take hands, we will not dance.
Why take we hands then?
Only to part as friends. Curtsy, my sweetheart. Curtsy. So the measure ends.
Oh, more measure of this measure. Be not nice.
We can afford no more at such a price.
Prize you yourselves? Goodbye, your company.
Oh, your absence only.
That can never be.
It cannot be bought, and so adieu. Twice to your visor and once to you.
If you do not dance, let's all go chat.
In private, then.
I am best pleased with that.
Why can't it, mistress? A word would be.
Honey and milk and sugar, there is 3.
Oh nay, the two trays! Metals in words and mounty, being nice, will roll the dice. There's but a half a dozen sweets.
7 sweet adieus, since you can call a play no more with you.
A word in secret.
Oh, no, let it not be sweet.
Now bitters my gold.
Oh, bitter.
Bring your box and put it to change a bird.
Amen.
Fair lady.
Say so, fair lord. Take that for your fair lady.
Please the Jew, as much as I can handle it as you.
What? Your visit born made without tongue.
I know the reason, lady. Why do you ask?
For your reason, quickly, sir, I long.
You have a double tongue beneath your mask, and would afford my speechless visit half?
Veal quoth the Dutchman was not veal a calf.
A calf, fair lady?
No, a fair lord calf.
Let's part the word.
No, I'll not be your half.
Look how you butt yourself in these sharp marks. Will you give horns, chaste lady? You not so?
Then die a calf before your horns do grow.
One word in private with you ere I die.
Bleat softly then, the butcher hears you cry.
Ooh.
The tongues of mocking wenches are as keen as is the razor's edge invisible. As small hair as can be seen above the sense of sex. So sensible seem their culprits. Their conceits have wings fleeter than arrows, bullets, wind, thought, swifter things.
Not one word more. Break off my maid. Break off.
quite.
Dumaine was at my service, and his sword, no point, quoth I. My servant straight was mute.
Lord Longville said I came over his heart, and trow you what he called me?
Wrong, perhaps.
Yes, in good faith.
Oh, sickness as thou art.
Oh, well, better wits have worn plain statue at Capsco, will you hear? That king is my love sworn.
Well, Baron hath plighted faith to me.
And Longville was for my service born.
Dumaine is mine, sure as bark on tree. Madame and pretty mistresses Gavir, immediately they will again be here in their own shapes, for it can never be they will digest this harsh indignity.
Will they return?
They will, God knows, and they will leap with joy, though they are lame with blows. Therefore, change favors, and when they repair, blow like sweet roses in this summer air.
How blow, speak to be understood.
Fair ladies masked are roses in their buds. Dismasked, their damask sweet commixture shown are angels veiling clouds or roses blown.
Avant, perplexity, what are we to do if they return in their own shapes to us?
Good, madame. If by me you'll be advised, let Markham still as well known as disguise. Let us complain to them of what fools were here, disguised like Muscovites and shapeless here, and wonder what they were and to what end their shallow shows and prologue vilely pent, and their rough carriage, so ridiculous, should be presented at our tent to us.
Ladies withdraw, the gallants are at hand.
Oh, run to our tents, as rose on our land.
Oh, fair sir, God save you, where's the princess?
Gone to her tent. Please, your majesty, command me any service to her thither.
That she vouchsafe me audience for one word.
I will. And so will she. I know, my lord.
This fellow, well, honors would it please, honors them again when God doth please. Look at the gallant sews wenches to his sleeve. Had he been Adam, he'd have tempted Eve. Look at Corb, too, why this is he, to kiss away the hand in common courtesy. To show the teeth as white as whale's bone, the flower that smiles on everyone. In consciences that do not die in debt, pay them due to the honey-tongued boy yet.
Blister on his tongue, with my heart, that put Armando's page out of his part.
Some behavior art thou? What are behaviors when this lady showeth her face? What thou behaviors now?
All hail, fair princess, and fair time of day.
Fair and all hail is foul, as I can see.
Oh, I could strew my speeches better, if you may.
Then wish me better, I will give you leave.
We come now to visit you, and propose to lead you to our court, vouchsafe it then.
Oh, this feels to hold me, and so hold your vow. Nor God nor I delights in perjured men.
Oh, rebuke me not for that which you provoke.
Oh.
The virtue of thine eye must break mine oath.
Oh, your nickname virtue, vice you should have spoke. For virtue's office never breaks men's troth. Now, by my maiden honor, yet as pure as the unsullied lily, I protest, a world of torments though I should endure, I would not yield to be your house's guest. So much I hated breaking cause to be of perjured oaths vowed with integrity.
You have lived in desolation here, unseen, unvisited, much to our shame.
Oh, it is not so, my lord, it is not so, I swear. We have had pastimes here and pleasant game. A mess of Russians left us but of late.
How, madam? Russians?
Aye, in truth, my lord, trim gallants full of courtship and of state.
Oh, madame, speak true. It is not so, my lord. My lady to the men of the days in courtesy gives undeserving praise. We four indeed confronted were with foreign Russian habit. Here they stayed an hour and talked apace. And in that hour, my lord, they did not bless us with one happy word. I dare not call them fools, but this I think, when they are thirsty, fools would fain have drink.
This wit is dry to me, fair, gentle, sweet. Your wit makes wise things foolish when we greet, and that by heaven's fury, aye, that of your capacity, the nature of your huge store makes wise things seem foolish, and rich things but poor.
That makes you wise and rich, for in my eyes...
I am
Which of the vizards was it that you wore?
Why? What vizard? Why do you ask me of this?
There, then, that vizard. The superfluous case that hid the worse and showed the better face.
We are descried. The mock us now, downright.
Let us confess and turn it to a jest.
Puppies, my lord. Why looks your highness sad?
How? Hold his brows, he'll swoon. Why look you pale? Seasick, I think, coming from Muscovy?
Thus pour the stars down, played for perjury. Can a brass face hold out longer? Lady, here I stand. Dart thy skill at me. Cut me to pieces with thy keen conceit. Confound me with the flout. Bruise me with the sword. Thrust thy wit quite through my ignorance. And I will never more in Russian habit wait, nor wish for thee to dance, nor trust speech's pen, nor to the motion of a schoolboy's tongue, nor rhyme like a blind harper's song. That they've left me full of maggot ostentation, taffeta phrases, silken terms with precise, figures pedantical, three-piled hyperboles, spruce affectation, and I herefore protest or swear them, and by this white hand, how white God knows, my wooing henceforth will be nothing but russet gaze and piercing nose. And to begin, so God help me, la! My love is sound, sands crack and fall.
Sands, I pray you.
Away, I will not have to do with you.
Nor shall not if I do as I intend.
My wit is at an end.
Teach us, sweet man, for our rude transgression, some fair excuse.
The fairest is confession. Were you not here, but even now disguised?
Madam, I was.
Were you well advised?
I was, fair madam.
Ow! When you then were here, what did you whisper in your lady's ear?
That more than all the world I did respect her.
When she challenged this, you will reject her.
Upon mine honor, no.
Peace, forbear. Your oath once broke, you force not to forswear.
Despise me when I break this oath of mine.
I will. And therefore keep it. Rosaline, what did the Russian whisper in your ear?
He swore that he did hold me dear as precious eyesight, and did value me above this world, adding thereto moreover that he would wed me, or else die, my lover.
God give ye joy of him. The honorable Lord most nobly hold his word.
What meanst thou, madam? My faith and troth, I never swore this lady such an oath.
I had and you did, and to confirm it plain, I wore this. But sir, take her again.
This and my faith, the princess I did give. I knew her by this jewel upon her sleeve.
Pardon me, sir. This jewel did she wear? And Lord Baron, I think him is my dear. What? Will you have me wear a pearl again?
Oh, neither. I remit both and twain. This is secret. Here is the consent to know a forefront of our to dash it like a Christmas colony. Some carry tale, some please man, some slight zany, some mumble news, some treasure nice, some dick. To know the secret and smile in her cheek in all the years. To make my lady laugh, and when disposed, told our intents, and once disclosed, the ladies did change favor. And we but seeing the sign of she, wooed but the sign of she, much to the will of our, we are forsworn again by terror and you. Do you not know my lady's foot by the squire, and stand between her back and the fire, and stand there in the corner holding a trencher, jesting merrily?
3 worthies would know whether they should come in or no.
There are but 3.
No, sir, but is verifying for everyone pursuance 3.
And 3 times thrice is not.
Not so, sir. Under correction, sir, I hope it is not so. Oh, you cannot beg us, sir. We know what we know. I hope, sir, 3 times thrice.
It's not 9.
No, sir, we will know whereuntil it doth amount.
You know, I always confuse 3s for 9s.
It was a pity you should get your living by reckoning, sir.
How much is it?
The parties themselves, sir, the actors, will show whereuntil it doth amount. For mine own part, I am, as they say, but too perfect, one man and one poor man, one Pompeian the Great, sir.
Art thou one of the worthies?
It pleased them to think me worthy of Pompeian the Great. For mine own part, I know not the degree of the worthy, but I am to stand for him.
Send them in.
We will pull it finely off, sir. We will take some care.
Baron, they will shame us. I say they shall not come.
We are shameful, my lord. 'Tis some policy to have some company more foolish than the king and his company.
No, I say they shall not come.
Nay, my good lord, let me o'errule you now. That sport best pleases the least know how, where zeal strives to contend, and the contents dies in the zeal of that which it presents. Their form confounded makes most form in mirth, when great things laboring perish in their birth.
A right description of our sport, my lord.
Anointed, I implore so much excess of thy royal sweet prayers not to the very silence.
Does this man serve God?
Why,
He looks not like a man of God's making.
Oh, my fair sweet honey mother, for I protest, the schoolmaster is exceeding fantastical. Too vain. But we will put it, as they say, to la fortuna di la guerra. I wish you the peace of mind, most royal couple men.
Well, here is like to be a good presence of worthies. He presents Hector of Troy, the swain, Pompey the Great. Paris Stuart, Alexander, Almost Page, Hercules, and the pedant Julius Maccabeus. And if these or worthies in their first show thrive, these 4 shall change habit and present the other 5.
There are but 5 in the first show.
You are deceived. It is not so.
The pedant, the hedge priest, the braggart, the fool, and the boy. All baked and noble this world over. You'll never find 5 as such. Therefore, take them in each of their vein.
The ship is under sail, and here she comes again. I, Pompey, am.
Why, you're not he.
I, Pompey, am.
With the red hat on me.
Well said, old mocker. You know, I must be friends with thee.
I, Pompey, am. Pompey, surnamed the Big.
Pompey the Great.
Oh, it is great, sir. Pompey, surnamed the Great, who oft in field with targe and shield did make his foe to sweat. Then traveling along this coast, I here am come by chance to lay my arms before the legs of this sweet lass of France. If your worship would say thanks, Pompey, I have done.
Great thanks, great Pompey.
It is of little worth, but I hope I was perfect. I made a little fault in great.
I had to have Pompey is the greatest of the world.
When in the world I lived, I was the world's commander. East, west, north, south. I spread my conquering might. I scratch and blade declares I am Alexander.
That stands to right.
Your nose smells now, and nose, gender smelling. No.
Praise dismayed. Proceed, good Alexander.
When in the world I lived,
Right, you were so, Alexander.
Pompey
great.
Your servant and custard.
Take away the conqueror. Take away Alessandra.
Thou hast overthrown the conqueror. You will be scraped out of the painted cloth for this, and thy shield shall be given to Ajax. He shall be the ninth worthy, a conqueror and a feared to speak. Run away from shame, Alessandra. There, and you have it, a foolish mild man, an honest man, and a marvelous good neighbor, and an excellent bowler. But as you can see, for Alessander is a little o'er parted. But there are worthies a-coming will speak their mind in some other sort.
No.
Hercules!
Great Hercules is presented by this imp, whose colloquial service had 3-headed craters. And when he was a babe.
He is a babe.
A child.
Oh, yeah.
A shrimp, thus did he strangle serpents with his menace. Quoniam he seemeth in minority, ergo I come with this apology. Give him straight plans to finish. Judas I am.
Judas!
Not Iscariot, sir.
Oh.
Judas I am, eclipsed Maccabeus.
Judas Maccabeus clipped his claim, Judas.
Judas I am.
The more shame for you, Judas.
What mean you, sir?
Hey, Judas hang himself.
Begin, sir. You are my elder.
Oh, well noted. Judas was hung on an elder.
I will not be put out of countenance.
We have given thee faces.
What is this?
Oh, a cittern head.
The head of a bodkin.
Yeah.
Death citron in a ring. The face of an old Roman coin scarce seen.
The pommel of Caesar's falchion.
Hardcore grace on a flask?
It'll be put in the style of a tooth drawer. Now put the drawer and we put the countenance.
You have put me out of countenance.
Hey, we have given thee faces.
But you have outfaced them all.
And if I were alive, we would do so.
He's an ass. Let him go. And so adieu, sweet Jude.
Ass to Jude, ass away!
This is not generous, not gentle, not humble.
Like the Monsieur Jude ass, he may stumble.
Alas, Maccabeus, how we have been rated.
Watch out, Achilles, here comes Hector in arms.
Oh my God, I will now be married.
Hector was but a Trojan in respect to this.
But is this Hector?
His leg is too big for Hector's.
Methinks Hector was not so clean timbered.
Yeah, more cats, certainly.
No, he is best imbued in the small.
This cannot be Hector.
Oh, he's a god or a painter, for he makes faces. The omnipotent Mars of lances, the Almighty, gave Hector a gift.
A gilt nutbag.
Stuck with cloves.
No, Clovis. The omnipotent Mars of lances, the Almighty, gave Hector a gift. The heir of Ilion. A man so grieved and certain he would fight, yea, from morn till night, out of his pavilion. I am that flower.
That means that Columbine?
Please, Lord Longabile, rein thy
I
tongue.
must rather give it the rein, for it runs against Hector.
That is a great The sweet poor man is dead and rotten. Sweet chuck, speak not the bones of the buried. When he breathed, he was a man. But I'll forward with my device. Sweet royalty, bestow upon me the sense of hearing.
Oh, proceed, great Hector. We are much delighted.
Adore thy sweet, graceless slipper.
Loves her by the foot.
He may not buy the yard.
This Hector far surmounted Hannibal.
The party is gone, fellow Hector. She's gone. She's 2 months on her way. Unless thou play the honest Trojan, she's cast away. The witch, she's quick. The child brags in her belly already.
Dost thou infaminize me among potentates? Thou shalt die.
Then shall Hector be killed for Pompey that is dead by him, who is beaten for Jaconetta that is quick by him.
Most brother Pompey.
Challenge thee.
I will not fight thee thee like a northern man and fight with a pole, I will slash thee with my sword. I beg thee, lend me my arms again. Nay, I will do it in my shirt.
Let me take your buttonhole over,
Pardon me. Soldiers, gentlemen, I will not combat in my shirt.
What? Why won't have it?
Well, naked truth of it is, I have no shirt. I go forward for penance.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but we must stop here. Please stop. I'm afraid there's a new development. Would all the contestants please come forward? God save you, madam.
Thank you, Mercury, but thou interruptest our merriment.
I'm sorry, madam, but the news I have weighs heavy in my tongue. The king, your father.
Is he dead? From my life?
Even so. My tale is told.
Worthies, away, the scene begins to cloud.
For mine own part, I breathe free breath. I have seen the day of wrong to that little hole of discretion and will right myself like a soldier.
How fares your majesty?
Boyer, prepare. I will away tonight.
Not so, dear madam. I do beseech you.
Prepare, I say. I thank you, gracious lords, for all your fair endeavors, and entreat out of a new sad soul that you vouchsafe in your rich wisdom to excuse or hide the liberal opposition of our spirits. If overboldly we have borne ourselves in the converse of breath, your gentleness was guilty of it. Farewell, worthy lord. A heavy heart bears not a nimble tongue. Excuse me so in coming too short of thanks for my great suit so easily obtained.
The extreme parts of time extremely forms all causes to the purpose of his speed. And often, at his very loose decides, that which long process could not arbitrate. And though the morning brow of progeny forbid the smiling courtesy of love, that holy suit which fain it would convince, still, though love's argument was first on foot, let not the cloud of sorrow jostle it from that which it proposed. And since to wail at friends lost is not by much so wholesome profitable as to rejoice at friends but newly found.
I understand you not. My griefs are double.
Honest, plain words best pierce the ears of grief. And by these badges, understand the king. For your sakes, my ladies, we have neglected time. Your beauty hath much deformed us, even to the opposed end of our intent. And what in a seem ridiculous is that love is so full of unbefitting strain, as wanting as a child skipping in vain. Therefore, like the eye that sees the things of strange shapes, of forms, of things hid, and the eye doth glance. These petticoated loose love affairs put on by us in your eyes have made us false, and misbecome our oaths and gravities. Therefore, we prove false forever to be true, and that falsehood in itself is a sin. It thus purifies itself, and turns into grace.
We have received your letters full of love, your favors, the ambassadors of love, and in our maiden council rated them at courtship, pleasant jest, and courtesy. As bombast and as lying to the time, but more devout in our respects have we not been, and therefore meant your loves in their own fashion, like a merriment.
Our letters, madam, showed much more than jest. So did our looks.
We did not quote them so.
Now, at the latest moment of the hour, grant us your loves.
A time, methinks, too short to make a world without end bargaining. No, my lord, your grace has perjured much, full of dear guiltiness, and therefore this, if for my love there is no such cause, you will do aught, this shall you do for me. Your oath I will not trust, but go with speed to some forlorn and naked hermitage, remote from all the pleasures of this current world. There shall ye stay until the 12 celestial signs have brought about an annual reckoning. If this austere, insociable life change not your offer made in heat of blood, if frosts and fasts, hard lodging and thin weeds, nip not the gaudy blossoms of your love, but that it bear this trial and last love, then, at the expiration of the year, come challenge me by these deserts and by this virgin palm now kissing thine, I will be thine. And until that instant, shut my woeful self up in a mourning house, raining tears of lamentation in remembrance of my father's death. If this thou do deny, then let our hands part, neither entitled to the either's heart.
If this, or more than this, I would deny, to flatter up these powers of mine with rest, the sudden hand of death closed up mine eye. Hence, ever then, my heart is in thy breast.
But what to me, my love? What to me? A wife?
A beard, fair health, and honesty. For threefold love, I wish you all these three.
Oh, shall I say I thank you, gentle wife?
Not so, my lord. A 12-month and a day, I'll mark no words that smooth-faced wooers say. Come when the king doth to my lady come. Then, if I have much love, I'll give you some.
Dumaine shall serve thee truthfully and faithfully till then.
Yet, swear not, lest you be forsworn again.
What says Maria?
Oh.
At the 12 months' end, I'll change my black gown for a faithful friend.
Oh, I'll stay with patience, but the time is long.
The like are you, few taller are so young.
Studies, my lady.
Look in the window of my heart. In mine eye, implore some service to me for thy love.
Oft I have heard of you, my lord Barone, before I saw you. The world's large tongue proclaims you for a man replete of mocks, full of comparisons and broody flouts which you on all estates will execute that lie within the mercy of your wit. To weave this wormwood from your fruitful brain, and therewithal to win me if you please, without the which I am not to be won, you shall this 12-month term from day to day visit the speechless sick, and still converse with groaning wretches. And your task shall be, with all the fierce endeavor of your wit, to enforce the pained and potent to smile.
To instill laughter in the face of death? It's impossible. It can't be done. Mirth cannot move a soul in agony.
Oh, why, that's the way to choke a giving spirit whose influence is begot by that loose grace which shallow laughing hearers give to fools. A just prosperity lies in the ear of him who hears it, never in the tongue of him who makes it. But if shallow laughing hearers, deafed by the clamors of their own dear groans, will hear your idle scorns, continue then, and I will have you, and that fault with all. But if they will not, throw away that spirit, and I shall find you empty of that fault, right joyful of your reformation.
Okay, in a hospital, in a hospital, befall what I befall, I will just a 12th month. In hospital.
Aye, my lord, and so I take my leave.
No, dear madam. We will bring you on your way.
Well, our story does not end like an old play. Jack doth not have Jill, they may as well make our sport a comedy.
Come, sir. It wants a 12-month and a day. Then 'twill end.
It's too long for a play, huh?
Your Majesty, vouchsafe me the worthy knight of Troy. I will kiss thy royal finger and take leave. I am a votary. I have vowed to Navarre to hold the plough for sweet love 3 years. But most esteemed greatness, will you hear the dialogue that the two men have compiled in praise of the owl and the cuckoo? We should have followed the end of our show.
Call them forth quickly. We will do so.
Hola, approach! Now, this side is Hiam's winter. This is Bear, the spring. The one maintained by the owl, the other by the cuckoo. Bear, begin.
Daisies pine and violets blue, and snakes marks of silver light, cuckoo buds of yellow hue, you paint the meadows with delight. The cuckoo dead on every tree, marks merry men for us to see. Lost into the hall, and milk comes frozen home in pails. When blood is nipped and ways be found, the nightly sings the scary howl. Toodly toodle, the merry note, while Gracie Joan doth kill the pot. The shepherds hide on notes and stars, and our flowers blossom, and turtles tread, and rooks and doves, and ladies reach their summer spots. The cuckoo then on every tree, comes merry men for us to see. Oh, word of fear, I'm pleasing to the merry. When all aloud the wind doth blow, and coughing drowns the parson's saw, and birds sit brooding in the snow, and Mary's nose looks red and raw. When roasted crabs hiss in the bowl, the nightly sings the scary owl. Too-wee, too-woo, a merry note, while Greasy Joan doth kill the pot.
The words of Mercury are harsh after the songs of Apollo. You that way, we this way.